On the distant planet of Tarksis, known for its endless wastelands and mysterious ancient ruins, lived a young alien named Zartan. He was known among his kin as an indefatigable adventurer and explorer of antiquities. One day, while rummaging through abandoned archives on the edge of a forgotten city, he stumbled upon an ancient map. The map was covered with mysterious symbols and pointed the way to immense treasures on an unknown island. This island was not marked on any modern map, only fueling Zartan's interest further. Wasting no time, Zartan gathered two of his loyal comrades, Keran, a former military engineer, and Lyn, an experienced pilot and survival expert. They embarked on their journey aboard their spaceship, Silver Path, specially equipped for long and dangerous expeditions. The flight was long and full of adventures. As they approached the coordinates indicated on the map, they noticed the space around them beginning to distort, and the sky was covered with ominous clouds. The ship was caught in a powerful hurricane that raised enormous waves and created deadly air vortices. The elements proved stronger than them, and the Silver Path was destroyed. The waves scattered them in different directions, and Zartan, clinging to a piece of the ship, drifted towards the island. Waking up on the shore, he saw before him a stunningly beautiful and mysterious island with dense jungles, high mountains, and waterfalls. The air was filled with the aromas of exotic flowers, and the sounds of unfamiliar bird songs took his breath away. But thoughts of his comrades gave him no peace. He realized he had to find them and finish what they had started together. Just as he was about to set off in search, he noticed a group of pirates on the horizon. They, too, were seeking the treasure, and their intentions were far from friendly. Unwilling to confront the pirates directly, Zartan dashed into the depths of the jungle. Running along winding paths, he stumbled upon ancient ruins that held many secrets. In one of the niches, he found an ancient weapon, a sword etched with mysterious runes. The blade of the sword glowed with a mystical blue light, as if drawing energy from the island itself. Now he was ready to face any dangers that might come his way. Moving further, he heard the cries of his friends. Keran and Lyn were held captive by the pirates, bound and surrounded by fierce marauders. Without hesitation, Zartan charged into battle. Swinging his new sword, he struck down several pirates with skill and agility, freeing his comrades. Together, they decided to continue their search for the treasure, knowing time was short and the pirates would stop at nothing. Navigating through the jungle and avoiding numerous traps, they finally reached the massive ancient ruins hidden in the heart of the island. The walls of the ruins were covered with strange symbols and depictions, telling the story of a long-lost civilization. Entering inside, they saw the pirates already trying to retrieve the treasure. A fierce battle ensued. Zartan, Keran, and Lyn carefully made their way through the dense jungle, getting closer and closer to the massive ancient ruins. They crept in the shadows, trying not to reveal their presence. When they finally reached the entrance to the ruins, they were met with a scene. The group of pirates was already trying to extract the treasure from an ancient chest illuminated by the flickering light of torches. Zartan quickly assessed the situation. They were outnumbered, but they had the advantage of surprise. He raised his hand, signaling his friends, and quietly said, "Keran, take the left flank and get ready to set up traps. Lyn, take position on the right and cover us. As soon as I give the signal, we'll attack." Keran nodded and quickly disappeared into the dense foliage, armed with a set of tools and several homemade bombs. Lyn, with his bow at the ready, began quietly moving in the shadows, taking up a strategic position from where he could cover his comrades. Zartan drew his glowing sword and took a combat stance. When everything was ready, he suddenly sprang from his hiding place and, with a loud battle cry, charged at the pirates. Lyn immediately fired several arrows, accurately hitting those closest to the chest. The pirates, stunned by the sudden attack, began to panic. One of them tried to draw a sword, but Zartan was faster. His sword flashed in the air, delivering precise and deadly blows. One by one, the pirates fell, unable to put up a decent resistance. Meanwhile, Keran, moving in the shadows, set up several traps. One of them, a homemade bomb, exploded with a deafening roar, throwing dirt and debris into the air. The pirates, disoriented and blinded by the explosion, became easy targets for Lyn, who did not miss a single shot. Zartan, dodging enemy attacks, noticed that one of the pirates was trying to activate an ancient mechanism hidden in the wall of the ruins. Realizing it might be a trap, he rushed at the pirate, leaping over debris and slicing through the air with his sword. He arrived just in time. Severing the pirate's hand, he stopped the activation of a trap that could have destroyed everyone in the hall. Meanwhile, Keran, having finished setting up traps, joined the fight using his engineering ingenuity and improvised weapons. He threw one of his homemade grenades at a group of pirates, causing another powerful explosion and finally demoralizing the enemies. Lyn, seeing their numerical advantage dwindling, increased the pace of his shooting. His arrows flew with incredible speed and precision, hitting enemies one after another. Suddenly, he noticed that one of the pirates, apparently their leader, was trying to escape with the chest. Lyn drew his bowstring and fired. The arrow pierced the leader's leg, bringing him down. Zartan, seeing the wounded pirate leader, approached him and raised his sword. Instead of delivering a fatal blow, he forced him to hand over the key to the chest. The key, forged from rare metal and encrusted with precious stones, opened a secret compartment in the chest. After this, the remaining pirates dropped their weapons and surrendered. Zartan, Keran, and Lyn, breathing heavily, stood among the ruins, surrounded by the bodies of defeated enemies. They had won. Opening the chest, they saw not only gold and jewels, but also artifacts of incredible power. Exhausted but victorious, they knew this day would go down in history. Leaving the captured pirates bound and taking the treasures with them, Zartan and his friends returned home as true heroes, ready for new adventures and achievements. Their exploits became a legend, inspiring new generations of adventurers on Tarksis.